And that's what you call a road win, just in time, as the Houston Astros win their first of 8 road games. Let's talk about Justin Verlander, how the offense backed him up, and how they can keep moving forward on this edition of Locked On Astros.
Buenos días, this is Locked On Astros.
Hello and welcome to Locked On Astros, your daily Astros podcast. Here are your hosts, Eric the Man Huysman and Brett Htown Wheelhouse Chancey.
Welcome in, everybody. Happy Friday night. I'm Htown Wheelhouse. You can find me at Htown Wheelhouse on X, Instagram, and TikTok. You can find me at Back to the Bullpen on X and on Instagram. You can find me at Stros411 on Facebook and on X. Always positive, always Stros. This episode is brought to you by FanDuel. That's right. FanDuel is America's #1 sports book. Go to FanDuel today, FanDuel.com/lockedon, and you'll get $150 on your first bet, win or lose. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure that you check out our YouTube page. Make sure you subscribe to us. Make sure that you do all the things you need to make Locked On your first listen every single day. Thank you guys for tuning in. I am flying solo tonight. Eric is taking the night off, taking some much needed rest. He's had a really long week, and he will be back on Sunday. But hey, I had to break in. I had to talk to y'all because the Astros notch a win. And look at David Garcia stating the obvious. He won without Maldonado. Imagine that. Wow, that's hyperbole. Actually, no, those are facts. And I thought it's funny because with all the struggling pitchers, or the pitchers struggling, I should say. I'm trying to talk Yoda tonight. Everybody's been blaming Diaz. Oh, I thought Diaz was the answer. I thought Diaz was going to come in and they were just going to mop the floor because Diaz is. Well, now that Justin Verlander goes out there and gets a win, they're like, that's all Justin. Diaz had nothing to do with that. So, look, people are going to pick and choose who they want to root for. And I just don't ever root against our guys. I don't even root against Jose Abreu, although I think Jose Abreu is one guy that it would not be a bad thing if the Astros found a different direction to go at first base. I mean, he was 0 for 4 tonight. He didn't strike out, but he's batting .073. The next lowest batting average is .232, and that's Alex Bregman. Alex Bregman is having a very Bregman-esque start to his season. But hey, why are we bearing the lead? Let's talk about Mr. Verlander. And Justin Verlander, when I talked to him after his first rehab start, he was concerned about results. And there is an article, and there was either an article or a tweet or someone wrote a lot. Maybe it was a thread or it was on Justin Verlander. And it was about how Justin Verlander's washed. Look at what he's doing in the minor leagues. He's given up 5 and 6 runs in 2 rehab starts. And I'm like, that has nothing to do with anything. He went against a professional baseball team, and the Nationals are in a rebuild, but they've got decent hitters. They've got major league hitters, and he went out and he did a solid job. He got a quality start, 6 innings, 4 hits, 2 earned runs, 1 long ball, and 4 strikeouts and no walks. I mean, I love that. No walks at all. Justin Verlander, actually, I'm sitting here looking at his numbers. He had, he threw 70. He had 78 pitches, and he threw 50 of them for strikes. That's right. 35 four-seam fastballs. He had 17 curveballs. He had 17 sliders, and he had 9 changeups, okay? He had a hard, sharp slider. He had great movement on his slider. He would pick and choose when he used that changeup. And look, if we can use that changeup effectively throughout the starting rotation of the bullpen, then I think good things are going to continue to happen. Yeah. Oh, and we'll talk about Chaz on his birthday. He's a part of my talk in the middle of the lineup, how they set the tone today. So yeah, we'll definitely pump up Chazzy Fizz. But Justin Verlander coming out here and just looking solid. He gave up the 1 home run. He's a fly ball pitcher, but other than that, he looked good. Now, the next marker they're going to look at for Justin Verlander is they're going to look at how he recovers. So the next day, tomorrow, Justin, how do you feel? How's your body? How's the shoulder? And if he's able to bounce back and feel good and then get ready for his next start and, after his 5-day rotation is up, then that is a mission accomplished. You started out with a quality start. That's why I said just in time, because they needed this. Man, did the team need this in the worst way. And I'll get to the bullpen here in a second, because Hader seems to be prone to give up a lot of hits right now. And it's just one of those things where you need your starting pitcher, your first ballot Hall of Famer, to come in and do what he did. And look, the Astros did all of this despite not having any contributions other than a hit from Altuve, not having any contributions from Alvarez or Bregman or Abreu. Now, Abreu's kind of not been a factor in the offense, but Alvarez, Altuve, and Bregman did not do anything, and they still won. That's huge. This team, top to bottom, is one of the best offenses when they are firing on all cylinders. And what do you know? Mauricio Dubon, Justin Verlander's personal center fielder, was in where? You got it right, center field. A lot of y'all are talking about Abreu. I'm actually not even worried about Abreu. Y'all know what's going on with him. He's got to get out of his funk. He's going to keep getting plays. He's going to keep getting playing time. He's going to platoon with Singleton. They continue to work daily with Joey Loperfido. I've shown you there is footage on Joey Loperfido that I've put up on this channel. He continues before every game taking ground balls and doing stuff at first base. And he will be here when the time comes. But just from one game and scoring 5 runs and 1 win, that doesn't mean the bats are hot. The bats need to be consistent. And I don't mind. Look, if in the next month, I'm talking about a month. Yes, a month. If Jose Abreu has not snapped out of it, and this offense has hit its stride, and this offense is firing on all cylinders, that is the time you bring up Joey Loperfido and give him at least 60% of the starts. And you platoon him and you platoon Abreu. And more than likely, that means someone like John Singleton will have to be DFA'd. Someone will have to be moved. And Singleton may be the odd man out. Now, look, for all intents and purposes, Singleton is actually, he's not as terrible as Abreu. I mean, if you look at what he's hitting right now, I'm trying to find him. He's hitting 250. I mean, a 646 OPS, that's not great, but it's definitely not what Abreu is doing. I mean, Abreu's got a 239 OPS and an 037 batting average. Wow. I mean, it is glaring. All the lights are glaring. And I bet you that he's feeling the pressure when he dropped that ball today. He looked at that screen and he knew that he should have gotten that catch. What'd y'all think about let me just go off on a tangent. What'd y'all think about the no blocking call on Jeremy Pena on Garcia Jr.? I think Jeremy Pena actually broke that rule. I know y'all talking about different first basemen. We'll get to that later. I can't spend the entire show talking about Yuli and all these guys that aren't going to play on the team. So let's move forward to more productive subjects here. But Jeremy Pena's foot was blocking that bag, and I was surprised that they did not call that blocking the bag. But hey, it went our way, so oh well. I mean, he had no business running in that situation. He shouldn't have been stealing the base. That's on him. But, earlier he got picked up by Justin Verlander after Verlander just basically stared him down. And so Garcia Jr. was making his own mistakes and shooting himself in the foot. But what's nice about this game is it sets us up for a really good game tomorrow. And Ronel Blanco 2-0 with 0.86 ERA, and Trevor Williams 2-0 with a 3.45 ERA. Blanco with 16 strikeouts and Williams with 14 strikeouts. And we're going to talk about the middle of the lineup, the birthday boy himself, and why this win was so encourageable, or was so encouraging after these messages. All right, this episode is brought to you by DoorDash. DoorDash is this great service that you can go to right now. The offer that we have is 50% off your next order up to $15 when you spend $15 or more on your next flour, convenience, grocery, or retail order now on DoorDash. It's not just about food, but use the code Locked On MLB. That's right. You can personalize your options. You can make whatever dreams you want to come true. Mother's Day coming up. Hello, use this DoorDash discount. Moms are a gift, so your best thing you can do for them is get them a gift. Get something thoughtful from DoorDash. You don't have to go spend times in the store rustling and bustling around trying to find stuff when DoorDash will pick it up for you. You can get that thoughtful gift for her. And does she have a sweet tooth? Is she a tech enthusiast, a beauty connoisseur, or is she outdoorsy? No matter what she's into, you can make her smile with a fruit or a flower, bouquet, makeup, tech gear, workout gear, or so much more. Shop with savings that would make her proud. With Dash Pass membership, you'll save with a $0 delivery fee and reduced service fees on eligible orders from DoorDash merchants and meet the minimum subtotal. Other fees apply. Terms do apply. So this year, get 50% off your next DoorDash order up to $15 when you spend $15 or more using the promo code Locked On MLB. That's Locked On MLB using DoorDash today. Thank y'all for tuning in to Locked On Astros, and make sure you tune in to Locked On Sports Today. It is the only 24/7 sports channel on YouTube featuring all the latest and greatest news, NHL highlights of their playoffs, NBA playoffs, and hey, maybe the Astros win a game on the road might be on there. So check that out today. Go to Locked On Sports Today, subscribe to that channel, and make sure that you make us your first listen, but make the Locked On Sports Today your second listen. And also go check out Michael Connor over at Locked On Astros Postcast, where he does a postcast live after every game this season. And he also will be doing Texans and Rockets and pretty much Houston sports, University of Houston Cougars. And so check out Michael Connor. Go subscribe to the Locked On Houston Sports channel on YouTube. Hey, thank y'all for tuning in. This is great to come and talk to y'all about a W. This is a W cast, not just a podcast. Let's call this the W cast at Locked On Astros. But let's talk about the middle of the lineup. Let's talk about the birthday boy, who is 7 for 11 on his birthday. When Chas McCormick plays on his birthday, he's 7 for 11. This dude, we just need to tell Chas it's his birthday every single day. So hitters 4 through 7 today went 9 for 14. They had 4 RBIs, and Jeremy Pena, all 3 of his balls that he hit were hard hit balls. And Kyle Tucker was a part of the party. It was Tucker 2 for 3, Diaz 2 for 4, Pena 3 for 4, Chas McCormick 2 for 3. Oh, and let's not forget Mauricio after we move past the black hole of Jose Abreu. Mauricio Dubon 3 for 4. Justin Verlander, center fielder, helped out. So right there, you've got these batters going 12 for 18. 12 for 18. That's how you can survive a 0 game from Yordan, from Bregman, and from Altuve. There's not many teams that have 3 of their biggest stars not perform well at the plate and yet win a game. And they win, I wouldn't say handedly, but they never lost the lead. They won 5-3. They did just enough. You love seeing that. I mean, that was really the story of the game. Because if Justin Verlander goes in there, what is the theme? And let me see if someone can tell me in the chat. What usually happens when Justin Verlander pitches? We'll get to the back end of the bullpen in a second. What usually happens when Justin Verlander pitches? What does the offense do? I feel like I'm in my 7th grade class right now. What does the offense usually do? Come on, chat. Tell me, 131 of y'all in here. What does the offense usually do when Justin Verlander pitches? Let me give you a hint. That's right. There you go. Noah, ding, ding, ding. Winner. You know what? Noah, if you do this, okay. Noah, reach out to me on social media. I'll send you a Justin Verlander card. How's that? So Noah, thanks for answering first. And Joe, you know what, Rangers fan, I am not giving you anything, sir, even if you win. But yeah, 0 runs. Thank y'all. Stagnant, nada, nothing. It's like, how do you say it? Oh man, I see y'all trashing Hater there. He is not anything like Chapman. Just hold off on the hater hate. Don't drink the hater aid. We want to drink the hater aid. But yeah, Noah, reach out to me and I got you, sir. I'll send you a Justin Verlander card. I think I'm going to start doing that. I'm going to randomly pick players that I have extras of because I do PC the Astros, but I do have plenty of extras of him. So look, another thing that happened today, no late inning runs. Hey, folks, did you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? That's right. No late inning runs. Abreu, 1 inning. Yeah, he gave up a hit, but he had a strikeout. Presley, 1 hit, 1 strikeout. Okay, Hader gave up a run. It was just 1 run. He gave up a couple walks. He did get 2 strikeouts, but he did get the save. Hader got out of it without giving up 4 or 5 runs. Yes, well, it was a sac fly. I mean, come on. I mean, at least he got the out. And there was no late inning run. That's right. Well, hold on. No, there was one. Sorry, one late inning run. My bad. It was terrifying. Ryan's got PTSD from the Brave series. Yeah, we're like, oh God, here comes Hader. Where we were like, we got Hader. Yeah, we got Hader, man. We got Abreu. We got freaking Presley, bro. And we got Josh freaking Hader. What is up, man? This is awesome. And now everybody's like, oh, the back end of our bullpen sucks. We should have never signed them. Where's James Click when you need him? Where's Dusty Baker? And everybody started freaking out. Look, they gave up 1 run. If my guys at the back of the bullpen give up 1 run every once in a while and it doesn't surrender a lead or create a tie, I'm okay with that. It's better than 4 or 5 runs. It's better than 2 runs in the 10th inning. So let's think positive, children. We're on an 8-game road. I almost said road stand. We're on an 8-game road trip against 3 teams that are very vulnerable to being beat. Washington's going to throw their best pitcher tomorrow night. The Bats. Oh, let me tell you why the Bats came out swinging. I don't know if y'all know this, but Joe Espada had the team leave on Sunday to get their Sunday night to Washington so they could have all day, the rest day, in D.C. Usually, they go home, they get up the next day, they travel about midday, they get there, and then they get to the ballpark. No, they literally got there Sunday night, had all day to rest in the city they were playing. That's huge. That is big time for this team. They're trying to find ways to rest these guys. After Chicago, they go to Mexico City. So I bet you after that Chicago game, it's a 120 game, they're flying straight to Mexico City. They will get time to have a siesta. And they will play Colorado in a super Colorado type series because you hit a lot of home runs in Mexico City. And I don't mind. I want to see Yordan hit at least 1 tank in Washington before he leaves. I want to see him hit 3 or 4 in Wrigley Field. And I want to see him absolutely obliterate the Mexico City series record individually, like 6 home runs in 2 days. Maybe that's asking too much. But here's the deal. We're on this 8-game road trip. We started it out with a win. Okay. And that reminds me, if you want to win and you like winning and you are a fan of any team, I've got to tell you about our friends at FanDuel. FanDuel is America's #1 sports book. That's right, and it's playoff time. I don't know if you know this, but the NBA playoffs have started, and they are rocking and rolling. The NHL playoffs are officially beginning. The last game of the season, you saw the Kraken play a game that you just thought they were going for the Stanley Cup. It was their last game of the season. They finished under 500. They won 4-3. It was actually a great game. So there's some good action still going on. The playoff teams that are alive are going to be satisfying to your sports thirst. And on off days for the Astros, you can check out NHL, NBA, and new customers right now get $150 in bonus bets guaranteed. That's $150, win or lose. Bet on everything from slap shots to home runs, to slam dunks, all on the app that's safe, secure, and easy to use. So what are you waiting for, fam? Go to visit FanDuel.com/lockedon and make your first bet an automatic win. FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook. And don't forget to go to Locked On Sports Today, the only 24/7 sports streaming channel on the internet. Log on, subscribe, check them out, check us out, subscribe to our channel. Look, help us we want to get to 12,000. We want to get to 20,000. We need more subscribers. We need more listeners. So let's get down to brass tacks. Let's talk about Josh Hader. Look, Josh Hader looks better. He didn't look his best. I think Josh Hader's going to be adjusting. I think Josh Hader is going to eventually settle down. And I think Josh Hader is going to find his place if Ryan Presley can find his place. Hold on. Let me back up. This is why things went better tonight. Justin Verlander in his leadership and his presence on the mound is a difference maker. Hunter Brown went out and had a lights out game, and they poo-pooed the bed in the late innings. But Justin Verlander, there's a different feel. He's a first ballot Hall of Famer. This guy's won 3 Cy Youngs. Heck, he's even married to a supermodel. I mean, what does this guy do that's wrong? And so when he's out there, he's kind of got this Tiger Woods effect coming back to this team that's almost limping and beleaguered and maligned, and people are questioning their leadership and who, does Espada have the clubhouse? And here comes Justin Verlander in his 16, 17 years of experience, his scruffy beard, and he just goes out there and just deals a 6-inning gem, gives up 1 home run. He's a fly ball pitcher. And then your bullpen comes in, the 7, the 8, and the 9 guys. They come in and do their job. Yeah, Hader gave up the 1 sacrifice fly. That's how it's supposed to happen. And on the other side of the ball, you have key contributors in the lineup, more than 1 or 2 guys getting hits, and that is how you win ball games. Abreu, his presence will be less felt if the rest of the team is doing their job. And until they can get someone to either fill that position more, who is more equipped, or get Abreu's head out of his baseball rear end and get him back on the right track, the rest of the team, as long as they do their part, I'm telling you, things are going to be okay. And I'm not saying because of 1 win, you forget about the losses and everything's turned around, because you are 7-14. You're still Oakland is 8-12. They're only 2.5 games out of first place behind the Rangers, who are only 1 win over 500. They got beat by the Braves today. I mean, the Rangers aren't exactly hitting the cover off the ball. They scored 106 runs. The Astros have scored 92. The difference is we've allowed 113. And 13 of those were in the Braves series in late innings. And most of those are in late innings. You cure that late inning score, the Astros are easily 14-7. The Astros are easily in first place in a New York Yankee type of record near 700. I'm telling you right now, you've got to look at the big picture. And some of y'all say, well, but the big picture says that we've got a first baseman that's being overpaid. We've got guys that are still on the IL that should be a part of our starting rotation. We've got, McCormick today did great, but McCormick and Myers haven't performed as great as we thought they were going to. I still think Myers can have a breakout year, but he's not getting consistent starts in the outfield. And I don't think when Myers does not get consistent starts, it affects him mentally. That's my assumption. I haven't talked to him. I don't know that for sure. I haven't seen his psychological profile, but Mauricio Dubon clearly needs more at bats. Mauricio Dubon is a contributor. Yainer Diaz is coming into form. He is a hitter. He is doing better as a pitcher. Can we get some credit for Diaz? Because remember what I told you, Ryan Stanek told me. When it comes down to a pitcher not doing his job, it's more about the pitcher's execution than it is the catcher's planning. Okay. Now, catchers do have to be able to frame. Catchers do have to have a defensive metric to them. I'm not saying it's not on them at all, but even pitchers feel like that the catcher does his homework. The catcher gives the plan. It's the pitcher's job to execute. But look, tonight he was 2 for 4. He scored a run. He had an RBI. He had no strikeouts. He rolled over on one pitch that had he barreled it up, it would have been a line drive. So I watched the replay 5 times. Would have been a line drive into left field. He probably would have got a double out of it. And, look, great news. The Dodgers are losing. Yes, I know. Thank you. Wolverine. Look, last year we had Darth Vader as a fan. Now we have Wolverine. I love that. If any other Marvel or DC characters want to come in, the Ninja Turtles want to come watch our show, we welcome you guys. We welcome Wolverines, welcome Superman, we'll welcome Turtles that know karate. Any of y'all who want to come hang out with us. Oh, look at this. Bree, you are always on point. Let me just tell you something, girl. I love your comments. And people thought JV was washed while pitching a minor league. See, that's what I was saying. See, some people just don't know ball, okay? Some people don't know ball. My guy Dez over at Apollo talks about this all the time. And look, I don't typically promote like just random people's t-shirts, but go to apollohou.com and go look at their back of the baseball card shirt and go buy one. I think I'm going to get one. I just just go look at it. It's a great shirt. It is a great shirt. Batman. Yes, Batman actually showed up. I believe so. We've had Batman show up. We've had Darth Vader. Now we've had Wolverine. We need, okay, Chris, but Chris, you can't tell us you're Captain America. See, this is where the show kind of goes off the rails a little bit. And for those of y'all listening, if you're listening to me, you're like, what is this guy talking about? I'm telling you, people in the chat will come in. We've got a guy that has the Avi of Wolverine and it says Wolverine and it's in like different font. So it's got to be the real Wolverine, right? I mean, come on. And then, let's see, stolen bases. We haven't talked about that. We had some steals tonight. Kyle Tucker stole third. Did you notice that? Did you notice Kyle Tucker swiping bags? We should call him Swiper. Swiper, no swipey. This dude, so he had Altuve, had a steal. He didn't get caught. Oh, my God, it's a miracle. Pena stole a base. Tucker stole 2 bases. And McCormick stole a base. I mean, look at that. More aggressive on the base paths. Oh, but I thought Joe Espada wasn't doing his job. So does Joe Espada get credit for the lineup today? Does Joe Espada get credit for the back end of this bullpen? Yeah, King Tuck wants 30 for 30. See, look, my guy Joe right here, I think he might be a secret Astros fan. He claims to be a Rangers fan. I don't know, man. I think he rides with us. I'll take it, though. Isn't it funny? Every time we play the Nationals, their coach gets ejected. David Martinez is such a diva. That dude, wow. He's got a temper. I don't know about that, man. Join us, Joe. Yeah, who? G.I. Joe? Oh, Joe. Yeah, Joe M. I'm sorry. My guy who says, hey, Joe, look, we need you. We need everybody we can take. Yeah. He doesn't hate us. He doesn't Dave Martinez does. Yeah. Oh, yeah. He hates us, but he beat us in the World Series. I don't know if you know this, but tomorrow they're supposed to do like a big celebration, a 5th year anniversary, which is odd, of the 2019 World Series. I wonder if they're doing that because we're in town. They surely aren't doing it in October because they're not going to make the playoffs. So when the Astros come to town, let's celebrate the only World Series we won and the only World Series we won where we couldn't win a home game. The Astros beat them every game in Washington. So, hey, guys, thank y'all for tuning in. I'm Htown Wheelhouse. This has been another Locked On Astros, a great episode. You know why it's great? Because of y'all. Because we absolutely are 100% in love with our audience. We literally love Locked On Astros listeners. So from Eric, from everybody in the Locked On Astros universe, my homies in the chat, y'all have a good one. And guess what? Let's say this without music. If the Astros win tomorrow night, I'm sorry, kids, I'm breaking in. Y'all about it? I'm about it. Let's freaking go. I'm out. Woo, let's get a win streak, baby. What I'm talking about. Let's go.